Do 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 do. Throw my pager out the window. Cut the phone pole. Break my lease so I can't move. Cause you a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I guess we can start. What's up, you guys? I'm Champagne, and you're here with me because either I'm trying to get rich or I'm crying in the process. I'm an entrepreneur who owns multiple businesses, but like so many others, life just sometimes beats the crap out of me. These videos are me sharing my life experience with you and others so that you can either A, learn a lesson, or B, have a little laugh. Life can be hard. It's even harder when you got a lot of bullshit in your way. So let's get jiggy with it. Today, let's talk about my first bar fight. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, it's going to be a relatively short story time today because as you guys know, I am a woman who I don't like confrontation. I don't like fights. I am a peaceful lady. I just like to have fun and laugh. That's it. That's all. But sometimes people motherfucking try you. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I started working at this hood bar. It was called Rosie O'Grady's. And I just want to share with you guys. I might play around and laugh and make hood jokes and talk about being hood. I am not hood. I am a bougie person living in a person who's in between checks bodies. I don't want to say I'm broke because you can't speak words like that. So I say I live between paychecks. I'm in between paychecks right now. That's what I tell people. I'm in between paychecks, okay? I am a person. I am bougie, okay? I am in between paychecks. I like to look cute. At first I thought that I didn't like to look cute, but it's just that I have no structure in life. So that's the real issue. But I like to look cute. I like to have my nails done. I like to be cute. I like nice things. I don't like hood. Except for twerking and Meg the Stallion. Things in any sense of the word. I don't like hood things. I don't like ghetto things. And before people lose their shit, when I say hood things, this is what I mean. You're at a nice restaurant and you're loud as fuck. Why? You're parked in the middle of a residential street, blocking traffic, talking to your friend, and mad because people want to get around you. You have a hood mindset, i.e., instead of trying to resolve things with words and logic, you want to fight and shoot people. I'm talking about those things, y'all. It's just not me. It's just not me. And I say all of this. Some of you guys are like, I'm hood and I'm ghetto. I'm not saying I don't like you, baby. I'm not saying I don't like you. I just don't like ghetto or hood things. As someone who has lived around ghetto and hood people her whole entire life, I can safely say that is not the life for me. I don't like to fight over ignorant stuff. I like to have a conversation, and either three things are going to happen. Either I'm going to agree with you, you going to agree with me, or we going to agree to disagree. That's it. I'm not going to fight you because we have a difference in opinion. I respect everyone, regardless of race, creed, gender, whatever. I feel like we have to share this world, so I'm going to work things out with you. I don't like to blast my music in a residential neighborhood at 3 a.m. with the 808s going wild. Like, I don't like doing that. I don't get mad when people give me criticism. I might get in my feelings a little bit and be like, well, never mind. But I'm not going to want to shoot you or fight you just because you said, hey, Champagne, your hair looks a little dry today, because chances are it probably is dry. So I worked in this bar called Rosie O'Grady's, and it's no longer around, so now I can talk about it. And there was a guy named George. George was the owner. George was a son of a bitch. He was... I'm sitting here because I'm trying to make sure I'm not trauma bonded here. He was okay, but I think he's a type of guy, you could tell that he pimped women. You could tell because you could tell that he knows he was somebody who you didn't fuck around with back in the day. But at this point, he's like an older dude and he's just trying to run stuff. And I think he recognized that I wasn't like those other bartenders. No shade to them, but he never talked to me the way he talked to them. I would he would like he would yell at him, call him like stupid and just all kinds. Like he would go in on him. He ain't never did that to me. He ain't never yelled at me like that. And I think he recognized that, in him talking to me and me talking to him and him seeing me how I interact with other people. One, bar goers liked me because I was quick and I'm friendly and I helped everybody. They loved me. So, and he knew that he had another chick. She made a lot of money there. She was sweet too. She was nice. She's also like skinnier and she's very attractive to the eye. So, she also made money as well. She, very nice lady. She's really good, really good. So when she left, I kind of took her spot because I'm pretty. I'm sorry. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to be bad that I'm pretty? Okay, now I know some people out there gonna be like, bitch, you okay. You're like a 3. You're a 5 at best. All right, that's cool. Anyway, so at the bar, you had one, two, you had 3 active bars. You had one in the front, you had one on the side, one in the back. The one in the front was the money making bar. That was a bar where you made the most money. And we didn't, I love this. This is the thing that I did love. We did not do a tip pool. A tip pool means that everybody gets tips. They pull it in together and they split it up amongst everybody. That can be good and that can be bad. If you're someone who makes crazy tips just because you're that guy or you're that girl, the tip pool may not be your favorite thing. If you're somebody who gives half-ass effort, you may love the tip pool because you know that you're going to get paid regardless if you're having attitude. But the tip pool can also be a good thing because everybody knows that we have to work together as a group to make sure that everybody is happy, because if people are not happy, they're not going to tip us, and we all need that tip because it's a tip pool. Whereas a dive bar where everybody keeps their own tip, you might pick and choose who you want to help. So this person is new, you don't know who they are. You might not be quick to go to them because you've looked them up. Working at a dive bar or a hood bar, it's almost like you work as a stripper. It's almost like you working at a pink one that, tips, they gotta be up, which I did not mind. I like being half naked. I don't give a fuck. I know people are just like, oh, you don't respect yourself as a woman. Oh, I just like to be comfortable. I don't like to wear a lot of clothes. I just don't. I like to wear a tank top, shorts, flip flops, but it has to be very hot. Like if it's hot, it has to be hot. I just don't like to wear a lot of clothes. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And the fact that, you making money off of it. Psh, hey, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the men who give me money because I give great service. All right. And I'm not talking about oral service or lip service. I serve drinks at the bar. You fucking incels. Bar though, so at the front though, I was really good and then I was quick. I remember one time, I'll never forget this. So it was supposed to be 2 of us working at the bar. So at the bar, you have 2 spots. You got the side and you got the right. The number one makes the most money because most people are going to go to this bar. So I was always quick. I didn't play no games. When you came to my bar, I hurry up and came to you because at first I just thought that it was like a camaraderie thing. No, baby, it's fucking cutthroat. It is like working in a pank. If you don't know what the pank is, you gotta watch P-Valley, then come back and talk to me about the pank. But it was cutthroat. Like people be like, that's my customer. I was helping them. It was cutthroat. So the best way for you to get to somebody was to try to be the first one to get to them. So I started learning. I was really, really good. But there was this one time I was at the bar. And like I said, I was at bar 1 and bar 2 was over here in the corner. But most people didn't see it because the first bar you saw was right over here. And I'll make sure I stay near the bar so people can see me. Because if people don't see you, they're going to think no one is there and they're going to go to the next bar. So at this point, whoever was at bar 2, they called off. And these people came around, and at first it was easy. And the manager, he's like, "Oh, you'll be okay. You all right. You got it." And it's a bar, it's dark. You have these little club lights on. And I had the whole front all by myself. And like the whole bar by myself. And I shit you not, it was probably like 80 to 100 people at that bar. And it's not a lot now that I'm old, now that I've been doing it for a while. Now it's just like, oh, that's easy. But I was new. Like I was new to that type of bartending. I bullshitted my way into it. Before I got there, I worked at I worked in as an event bartender, and you didn't really make drinks like that. You had a limited supply of drinks, and you never worked at an event alone. It was like a whole gaggle of you guys. So I never had to feel like, we call it being in the weeds. I never had to feel that pressure of being in the weeds. This night I was in the weeds, and I remember looking up, and it was all these people around me. Everybody wanted me. And at first it was like a moment of defeat, because I know I had been working for an hour straight. Like, I hadn't stopped, I hadn't breathed, I hadn't used the bathroom, because everybody needed help, and like no one could help me. I had no help. And I remember just like feeling so helpless and just like, damn, I can't get to these people. And I don't know what it was, but it was just like this energy jumped into me. And it was like, you a bad bitch or what? And I was like, right, I am. And the next thing you know, I was like, boom! And I was just going. And I was going so crazy. Like, you had dudes who would sit back and just watch me. Because they were because, I'm a thick miss. Sorry, I'm a little heavier chick. They was impressed with how quick I was moving. I dressed nice, so I was nice to look at. And they were so impressed with like how I was handling the whole entire bar. Like, they were I got so many accolades and compliments. They was like, wow, you did that. This dude was like, ma'am, I just came over here to buy a drink from you because I'm just in awe of what I see over here. Like, it was like something like a phenomenon. It was great. I don't know that I replicated, but that was like the first time that ever happened. So at this point, like, I feel really good about myself. So at the end of the night, like, I'm tired, right? And the thing about working in bars is that people never want to go home. They never want to go home. They want to sit here. They want to, can we get 5 more minutes? They want to talk. And, it's people, at this point, it's people who just trying to keep the party going. They don't want to stop. It's people who are trying to get them last minute digits, trying to get you somebody to take home and bone, for whatever reason. And people are drunk there, and it's chaos. It's chaos because you want to go home. You're tired. Especially that night. I was just so tired. I had worked all night. I'm ready to go. So on this particular night, and you always had your stragglers because we closed at 2:30, but for some reason we just couldn't get people out at 2:30. We would never get we'd get the last people out at 3:15. And like sometimes you wanted to sell because I'll sell liquor to people if it's a little later, but even though you shouldn't, I did. However, my rule was it depends on how much you tipping me. If you tipping me $1, $5, no, because he's gonna yell at me and tell me I should have been closed. Now I don't feel like getting yelled at for $5. You're gonna pay. If you want another drink, if you want another double, you gonna pay. So that's the only time I tend to give extra drinks out at that time. But I didn't do it too often because I wanted you to leave, because I wanted to go home, because not only did you get there at like 3:00 and you had to set up, you're not done until almost 3 a.m. Okay. And then on top of that, it was such a huge place. You would spend 2 hours, 3 hours cleaning it, because of course you have to count your money, and that night, because I had so many people, I I am proud to say I had a stack that night, which is not a lot considering how long I was there. But for me being a new individual, I feel like it was pretty good. I was pretty good. I mean, I don't know what the trade off is. So do like 15 divided by 1,000. I don't know. Hold on. Hey, Google, what's 15 divided by 1,000?
15 divided by 1000 is 0.015.
I always do it the wrong way. Hey, Google, what's 1,000 divided by 15?
1000 divided by 15 is approximately 66.67.
All right, so $66 an hour. Not bad, not bad, not amazing, but $66 an hour. How many people can say they make $66 an hour? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but not a lot. Not a lot that I hang out with can say they make $66 an hour. But at this end of the night, I'm ready to go because I know I'm going to have to sit here. I'm going to have to clean and I'm tired. And it was this one chick, skinny little chick, and she was sloppy drunk. And she's sitting there. She's all over this guy. And this guy is just like, you could tell he was just tolerating her. I don't know if that was his girl. I don't know what it was, but she was just sitting there and they was just talking to each other. And I'm like, hey, you guys, it's 2:30. It's time for us to close. Like, you got to go. And George would always be like, if people don't want to get up, sometimes you got to get up and make them leave. I don't know why the fuck I'm listening to this old dude. Like, I know he's about that life. What he fails to recognize is that I am not. Yes, I was trying on something new. Like, girl, you are too. At this time, I'm like 30. I'm like 34 at the time. So I don't know that this is the time when I feel like I should be trying to get my thug misses on, but YOLO. So at this time, I'm like, hey, y'all, you got to go. And he's like, all right, cool. So she's just like, I don't have to go nowhere. I was like, hey. So I'm like, hey, it's 2:30. Like, we're ready to go. Like, we really want to go. And I wasn't rude with her. I just said, it's like, we really, like, sis, I am tired. I'm ready to go. And she's just like, she's talking and talking. And at first she's cool. She's just being annoying, but she's cool. So then security is just kind of like, all right, you got to go. You got to go. And we're like, okay, hey, let's get ready to go. So at this point, it's like, hey, you guys, let's kind of all support. Let's walk with them out and let's support. And so I don't know what happened. Okay. Not idea, but the bitch flipped. Okay. She was just like, and you think you cute and you this and, fuck you ugly bitch. And I was like, I mean, look, normally that stuff doesn't bother me because I'm not ugly, all right? That doesn't bother me, okay? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, all right? You're beautiful. I'm beautiful. We're all beautiful. So you calling me ugly, I don't care about that shit. But this night, because I'm just emotionally tapped out, mind you, I've been up. For the first time in my life, I've had to satisfy a room of 100 to 200 persons. And I'm just emotionally drained at this point. So she starts getting bucked. Like, I'll whoop your ass and yada yada. And she's she don't look. I'm not a fighter, but I'm also not a bitch, right? Like, either two things are gonna happen in this fight. I'm gonna whoop your ass, you gonna whoop my ass. That's about it. Or three, we might die. But I'm getting my feelings out because I'm emotionally drained and I can't regulate myself. I have a high ability to regulate my emotions, but not on this night. So at this point, I'm just like, it's cool. Just like, you just need to go though. That's fine. He's like, she's talking to me. And when you start doing all this as a woman, like this, it's getting heated. When you're doing, so what you trying to do? So what you want to do? Like, but you need to leave. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter. And then, so then you got security. And security was like this dude named Ty. Ty was like, and that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about Ty. But when it came to security, Ty just did the best that he could. Like, He just do the best that he could. But before we move forward, today's little liquor is sponsored by Maker's Mark French Oak 46. It is Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey barrel finished with 10 virgin French oak staves. And they did not sponsor this video because they don't even know who the hell that I am. Let's get back into it. So at this point, we're coming from behind the bar, and she's over here doing all of this, because especially as a woman, when I get my nails done, I like doing this. It's like, bam, gang, 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 gang. It's like, you sexy tough. Like, what? I'm sexy tough. Who you think you talking to? You got one more time to talk to me like that. Who the fuck you talking to? Pew, 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 pew. What that is. I guess it's just I'm not hood. But, there is hood in me. I mean, that's just, I'm my daddy's child, eh? So we're walking behind her and, we're starting to get tough with her. And she's over here just like, So, and she has these long nails on, which sucks. So my nails are long. So if my nails are right here, hers are like right over here, okay? Long as shit. So we're going back and forth, and we're just like, she's like, whatever, I'll whoop your ass right now. I was like, please, if that'll get you out of here so I can go home, let's get into it, because you taking too long. Like, you need to leave. You cannot come back. You need to leave. All right. So it's her, whoever dude she with, and he's embarrassed. Like, I feel so bad. Like, dude is embarrassed. He's just like, come on, bro. Why is you doing this? Because, we black, we in the hood. We don't say, why are you doing this? We say, why is you doing this? I have no idea why we say that. But he's just like, why is you doing this? Come on. And you can see that he is so sorry. Like, he is not supporting her. He's just like trying to get her out because he recognized she is my responsibility. But like, it's 5 of them and it's 2 of us. Like, we're not going to come out of this. And he wasn't no tough dude. He was like a little scrawny, skinny dude. Strong enough to pull her back, not strong enough to really take down 6 people. So he recognized what it was. So he's holding her back. Somebody else, but we're trying to pull her out because the dudes don't really want to touch the females all like that. So as women, we kind of like, and we're not hard on, we're just kind of guiding her out, but firmly. And she's not trying to go. Like, she's doing everything but going bowless. Like, she just, and now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 in the morning, okay? Unacceptable. The bar was really supposed to be closed at 2. We extended to 2:30. Now it's 3. Now I'm upset because I want to go. So it was a new guy who was over here. He's like the front door guy. He was a front door guy. Was over here. It was me. It was Ty, 3, and 2 other people. And I think George was there too. So we're pulling her out, and she's just fixated on me. Like, she don't care about nobody else. And she's just like, you think you cute? You a ugly bitch? I'm like, bitch, there's 3 other bitches here. Why am I getting all the smoke? Like, I feel like you need to give the smoke to all 3 of us, because they're actually calling you a bitch. I'm not calling you a bitch. I'm saying you need to get the fuck up out of here. 2 different things. What I'm saying is I'm just being honest, and I'm just abiding by our rules and our hours of operation, okay? That's all that I'm doing. They out here telling you dumb, and they, get your fuck out of here. I'm not being rude. I'm just being assertive. Boom. But you guys, in the hood, they don't care about you being assertive. They care about that it sounds like an asshole was going to go. So then, before I even, at this point, I'm not really arguing with her. I'm just being firm. You have to leave. You got to go. Like, you can come back another time. I don't want to come back another time. Fuck this place. I'll never come back. Cool. I got it. Let's get out of here. Out the blue, this bitch goes out and she lunges at me with her long ass nails. and she scratches me right here. Now, luckily, I already got scratched there, so it doesn't, it didn't do anything. But she scratches me, and she leaves a little whelp. Not anything where you could be like, whoa! It was nothing like that. It was just like did you scratch my face, you dusty ass bitch? What are you doing? She's a devil. She's a bad little bitch. She's a rebel. She came out. I don't have a name for her, but here's the thing about people like me who are just like, we're just cool. We're just very nice people. We're just trying to be helpful. Like, we don't get mad a lot, but when we do, it's not cool. Like, I don't like getting mad because I get so angry that I can't see straight, and it causes like a major headache. It almost feels like my brain is about to explode. That's why I don't get mad, because when I get mad, it's like it's a 10. There is no 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 10. Like, I don't do that. I can count on a number of hands that I've been so mad at people that it's been like, we're whooping ass. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, I don't care if I'm gonna get beat. We're whooping ass. Like, something's gonna happen today. We're doing something. Something has got to happen. Something has got to happen. It's a go time. So I go to lunge like you scratching me. No, yeah, I'm punching you in your face, and I'm going for your nose because that's the softest cartilage on your face. I'm going for your nose, all right? And like, my dad is a 4th degree black belt, okay? Again, not saying that I whoop ass for a living, but he's taught me some things. We boxed together, we sparred. We don't fight. We don't tussle. We're going to tussle. We are going toe to toe. And she's taller than me, but hey, I don't give a fuck. Now I'm just mad because I'm emotionally drained. And that's the thing about being emotionally drained, that I cannot allow myself. That's why I have to be very very particular who I share my energy with. Because you don't want to be emotionally drained, okay? Because then you can't regulate your emotions at all. So it's very important that you just don't allow yourself to get emotionally drained. You have to be able to separate yourself. This night was not one of those nights. So I lunged after her, and then they held me back. What? So I'm swinging, trying to swing on her, and like, I'm swinging air like a fucking sucker, because they're holding me back. And that's one of the things that I do not like. It's one of the things that I don't like in the world of fighting. If somebody gets one off on me, let me just get one off on them. Just like, I get it, I get it. Like, there's just a never ending thing. Like, I get one off on them, get one off on me, then I get one off on, like, but like, just at least just let me like, real quick, just, that's not even how you fight. That's not how I fight. I don't, girls, when they fight like this. And I think that's cool. I don't. I'm gonna square up a little bit, I'm gonna go and hit that, jab, jab, cross, hook, bam, body shots, bam, 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 bing, 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 In my head, that's what I was doing. I'm trying to go on for, and there's like 3 people holding me back because, I'm a thicker sized woman. And I'm trying to get it. I'm trying my hardest, and I'm dragging them with me. Because also, when I get angry, I get a little bit of an unnatural amount of strength because I just don't care anymore. Like, I want you. And that's the one thing I kept telling her. Like, I want you so bad, you dusty ass bitch. I want you so in the worst way. And I think that's the worst. Like, when you want, like, when you're justified and hitting them. You're justified in hitting them. And you can't because they're holding you, which I'm glad they did. I'm glad they held me back. So they end up pulling her out. She ends up getting banned. She doesn't come back anymore. And it took me a while to calm down, because that's another thing. When like now, I'm not angry now, but like the feeling of the thing on my head, the throbbing is coming back. But I was so upset that I just could not pull it back in for a little bit, and I just kept repeating. It was the weirdest thing. I hate. That's why I try not to get mad, because it's just, it almost feels like that negativeness, that evilness, right? When you're just so mad and you just can't come out from it, you have to like. But the whole time I was just like, I want her. I just want her. I want her so bad. I couldn't even work. I just kept walking around the bed like, I want her. I just want her. I was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck does that mean, Champagne? Calm down. You are not her. This is not that. Stop it. You have cats. Chill out. All right. You are not a fighter. Come on. You watch anime. Chill out. You love BTS. It's Bangtan Soyeon. You guys don't know BTS? Not hard, Champagne. Like, what is you doing? Why are you acting this way? It was wild. It was a wild time that night. And so, and they, by the time the night was over, I was ready to go. I had had enough. Life was just lifing a little bit too much for me that night. And, I ended up like, I didn't really have to stay there. They were like, hey, you've done a lot tonight. We go ahead and got you. You can go home early. And I ended up, instead of getting home at like almost 6 fucking a.m. in the morning, I got home at 5 a.m. So the moral of the story is, you guys, don't let these people pull you. Don't let drunk people pull you off of your cue. Don't let them pull you down to their level, because they're drunk. All right. They're drunk. They don't really recognize what's happening. Some do, some don't, but they're drunk. Okay. If I could do it again, I don't know. Maybe I would have snuck her first before. I don't know. No. No. If I could do it again, would I have done anything differently? I don't think I would have, because it was more so like, you gotta leave. You have to go. I think the overall takeaway would probably be like, just don't work in that type of environment again. That's my takeaway. But in the few like drunk people, they're drunk. And as a bartender, you really should be leaving that to a security. If you are a bartender, and unless you like that smoke, leave that to your security. That's what your security is there for. They're there to protect you. They're there to make sure you're not getting hurt. That's what they're supposed to be there for. Unfortunately, I worked in a dive bar and the security was meh. So thank you for watching me for my story time today. Have you ever been in a real bar fight? Mine wasn't even a real bar fight. I just used a hook to bring you in there. I'm sorry, guys. I ain't shit. But have you guys ever been in a real bar fight? I personally don't like fighting, because I've had so many stories from my friends and aunts where people had razor blades and they slash your face up, and it is not worth it to me. Like it's not worth it to me to have a big old scar on my face, all because of some stupid shit that could have been resolved, So, thank you for watching me again. If you like what you see and you like my story time and you like me, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time that I am on, you are notified so you can come and hang out with your girl. Thanks again for watching me, guys. Be safe, be sound, be loved. Bye.
It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice, roll the L's tie.